Hey, you have reached episode 2 of the weekly Tarot Coffee. So, how this works is the majors get thrown down for the week, Monday through Friday, and then the minors. So, let's see what's going on in the major energy right now. Alright, so we got the High Priestess that comes down. Nice little moon energy, discussion of information, hidden information, seeking for information, tapping into information, knowing things that other people don't, intuition. So let's see what comes down. What's the little High Priestess into? What's she looking into? So we got this Nine of Pentacles here, and we also, here we go with the reversals, the Three of Cups here, and we also have this Hangman that comes down. So this is some earth, water energy and discussion. So right now there's somebody doing some research, maybe in reference to the loss of some finances, dealing with a little group of individuals here. This might have been a little jealous, group of individuals, jealous energy, that there's a participation taking place that created a major financial loss, and somebody is intuitively aware but also looking into it, whether it's in the ethers or not. There's going to definitely be a change of perspective that takes place during the course of the week. This High Priestess energy who may be looking into it, or may know some things about a particular person's financial situation, group activities, friends. Hopefully you in your high energy and you're not using your information to create financial loss, disconnections from groups of people, and try to manipulate people into seeing people for something different. That's not what the High Priestess is about in the first place. But anyway, and shouldn't be. But this is Monday, so let's go on to Tuesday. Let me get a major out here for Tuesday. So we got the Hierophant. So now we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Now when we're dealing with this Tuesday, this Hierophant issue, right? Well, not an issue, but let me give you the date, fam. This is a Taurus issue. Taurus issue. This is a Taurus sign energy, a Taurus energy, right? And this is a lack of spiritual connection, not connecting spiritually, not connecting to a higher source. That's taking place for Tuesday, right? So let's see what else comes in. The Sun is in reverse. Excuse me, I'm throwing out the majors, but we know the Sun will come down for Wednesday, and we also know the Devil will come down for Thursday, so we'll leave it out there. They just wanted to jump out there real quick, so we're going to let them jump out there. So anyway, let's discuss what's going on with this lack of spiritual connection or connection to elders. This is somebody who can be misusing their power also. So let's see. So we got this Three of Swords energy that comes down. That's air energy. We got this Ten of Pentacles energy. And we also got this Queen of Cups energy, this double water energy. So we got air, earth, and water on the board. This is somebody that is misusing their authority. And it's causing all kinds of ripple effects with communication, groups of individuals, emotionally, financially. But mostly you see this emotional issue here, where there's an inability to even really focus. This is a manipulation that not only creates heartbreak, but it also creates generational issues. This is somebody who may be spiritual, using their spiritual gifts to create these issues on Tuesday, or may even get exposed for doing so. It's a mess. That's Tuesday's energy. Wednesday, the Sun comes down in reverse. So let's see what that's about. And when the Sun comes down in reverse, it's usually just a complete unhappiness. Now, this is not associated with any particular sign, and I'm not saying that everybody's going to experience these things, but there's some people that will experience them, and it's really about, in the start of the week, something that this so-called High Priestess tries to throw out there. So we got, that was nice. All right, so here we go. Okay, so we got earth, fire, air, energy again. And so we got this Two of Pentacles. This is about change and balance, but also there's this Two of Wands that's up here that's in reverse. So, unable to focus on what you want to create for the future. And this is a problem. Outside of that, you know, making choices. It's a lot of choices up here. When you're dealing with the twos, you're dealing with choices. You're dealing with balancing things out. This could be balancing with money, finances, two individuals. Also, and then, when it comes to the action, it doesn't really get done, or the focus on looking forward to what it is you're trying to do to release yourself of certain situations and issues during Wednesday may not work out as well. At the end of the day, when this may not go as you would like it to go. But when this Eight of Swords comes up in reverse, this is something that you become released from and freed from. You find an opening and you keep it cooking throughout your day. So understand that the day may start a little bit and things, you might have to juggle some things and really have to refocus your attention on getting things done, freeing up some space, freeing up some time, freeing yourself out of a particular situation for the day, but it will work itself out. So now the Devil in reverse. The Devil in reverse is a discussion of being released from bondage, being released from things that are not healthy for you, being released and freed from certain relationships and things like that. We talk about this. This is a Leo energy. This is Capricorn energy right here. So here we are on Thursday. And we have this good old King of Cups comes up. We have the Three of Pentacles that comes up. And we have this Ace of Swords that comes up. So first off, there is going to be this energy or desire or need to be released from particular behaviors, people, places, patterns, relationships, groups of individuals. I see this King of Cups energy here. This is a water, fire energy here. And he's looking at these three pentacles, these three individuals working together. If you notice, there's two individuals. There's one that's older, that's one that's younger, and the one on the stage is naked. So when we looking at how this started off in the beginning of the week with the Three of Cups in reverse, right? We understand that even here, there's an onlooker, kind of stalkish kind of energy also surrounding this thing. And there's somebody that's not talking about it. There's something that's not being spoken about. It's not being discussed. Maybe in secret, maybe a lot of negative communication and energy, but there's somebody looking on and stalking somebody in a way that does not, it just is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, it doesn't even make sense on Thursday, and this is something that they particularly do not want to get out. There's literally multiple people involved in this particular situation, in this stalking type of energy. And, somebody knows about it on Monday. Okay? Somebody knows about it on Monday. And this one fell out too. So we got this King of Swords card that comes out in reverse. Okay? And when the King of Swords comes out in reverse, he's super aggressive. He typically, his thinking is kind of disturbed. So if we in this Thursday energy, this King of Cups can move into this Ace of Swords. He gets silent. He'll shut down. He doesn't connect. This is an air fire sign. And, what happens is too much of the air is blown and the fire is out. And that's typically what's going to take place if this behavior does not stop. Okay? So pay attention to Monday and pay attention to the High Priestess that knows something. Okay? Understand that she knows what... or is looking into what's being lost. This individual has this information. She knows these groups of individuals. She understands the different the difference in opinion and views. Also understanding in Tuesday that there's somebody that's misusing. Remember, we're gonna just go through this real quick. Misusing their authorities, misusing their power, causing conflict. This is coming from three different directions, okay? And this is causing financial, generational kind of losses and things like that. And it's causing a lack of emotional balance when it comes to the Queen of Cups. There's no emotion there. So now when we get into Wednesday, once again, this sun comes out a little bit dreary, so things may not be very clear, and it's things that's going to have to really get juggled. It's going to have to, choices are going to have to be made, and balance is going to have to come into it, and that's in the physical. But when you come to movement and action, once again, I'm saying this because this is very interesting. Making a choice is going to be very difficult, and the correct thing to do is make the choice that you need to make and release yourself, and understand that there's openings and paths that'll get you where you need. Follow your emotions, follow pure energy, and take the blindfolds off. And even in this, in the Eight of Swords, the person is always bound by arms, right? Always blindfolded. The swords is always to the right and the left, but there's always the earth and the water right beneath the feet, regardless. And there's always an opening behind it and in front of the individual. So pay attention to that. There's really you're really not trapped in any situations out here. But this stalker energy right here, oh, he finna get caught. Him and the buddies. So, let's get into Friday. Matter of fact, let me move them over so we can have some space. But whoever's doing this stalking, okay, you might want to stop that, okay? You sitting there, you sitting on your little throne and stuff, and you feeling yourself and stuff, right? But it's confusion around you for this right here. It makes no sense. Anyway, let's get another major down here. It's actually pathetic, to be honest, like, to be straightforward and blunt. No disrespect to whomever the stalker energy is that got these three individuals, participating in it. And part of the reason they not speaking to the individual, and it's just like, come on now, please. Alright, drama. Alrighty. So, this one has come out reversed before, and I don't know if I called the temperance out, but I'll check. If I didn't, then I might. Alright, so here we have the temperance. This is talking about a Sagittarius type of energy on Friday, and this is also a discussion of imbalance in the physical and the emotional realms, within the energies and the chakras, right? Within the vibration in general. Happiness is not there right now. Growth financially, emotionally is not there right now. And the cups are running a little bit empty because they're in reverse, right? And so cups can't hold water upside down. So, there's no emotions there either. But let's look and see what else is Friday discussing. So there may be a little feeling of being all out of whack and off balance. Flip your temperance around. Find balance. Alrighty, so you got the Nine of Wands. You also have the Seven of Pentacles. There's a lot of reversals going on. And the Ten of Wands. So, listen. In this situation, when you're dealing with this energy, understand that there's still ability to flip your temperance in the right direction. The moment that you feel during Friday that something is bringing you out of your balance emotionally, physically, spiritually, energetically, mentally, any of those things, you have this Nine of Wands here where it says, you've gone through a whole lot in your day, and so the guard is down here. And I'm going to look further into this, whether the guard should be down or not. But we're going to look at this Seven of Pentacles right here. And so this is not yielding what's for you. This is a lack of productivity, a lack of investing. And then, kind of waiting for something to kick back to you that's supposed to prevent you from being overwhelmed. What you have to understand, and I'm going to throw another one down right here. We're going to look at this 7 and this 10, right? So we still got fire, earth energy. Let's see what how to guard. See, there's an imbalance that may cause somebody to let their guard down, and it may stop them from yielding what it is they're supposed to yield. Yet they will not be overwhelmed by the situation on Friday. So let's see what it is. And it could be an irresponsibility also when you're dealing with the Ten of Wands. It could be just, just the fuck it's kind of thing. But let's see. Alright, so you got the Four of Cups. Alright, and so, there may have been something offered. But at the end of the day, the person obviously was interested in something totally different. Now, usually when you're dealing with the Four of Cups, you're dealing with somebody that's bored and they in their own world, and they dealing with their own issues. They focus on their own cups, and then something's offered to them, opportunity, whether it's a relationship or something, or emotional connection that is gifted to the individual, and they do not see it. In this case, what's being gifted is something that's seen, and the person is not in a bored energy either. Pay attention to the fact that when when this imbalance comes in on Friday, for those who do experience the imbalance, this is probably between the fires and the earths, right? Putting your guard down, pay attention to what's being brought to you at that time. Make sure that the cup that is being handed to you is coming from a good place, and not coming from a place of wanting you to not be able to receive what you've invested in. Make sure that you're properly investing in the things that you want to during this day, and focus on that. And make sure that you're relieving stress and burden, and not being irresponsible and neglecting responsibilities. Because in order to grow in this particular card right here with this Seven of Pentacles, it requires some time. And when you're dealing with the Pentacles, it's a slow process. So, you can't pour water. I mean, you can if you like to plant and you have some that hang upside down. But in this particular case, you see how it is sitting. It's on the ground. You pour water in it, fine. Will it grow? It's still going to be a slow process. It's something that, there's a lack of investment that's taking place, yet there's a small yield out of it. And that may, be from an irresponsibility. So pay attention on Friday to offers, things that are being offered to you that you may have emotional attachments to. Make sure that you are staying in balance. Make sure that you're keeping your guard up. Make sure that you are, paying attention to your investments. And make sure that you're not neglecting your responsibilities. And make sure that when you feel overwhelmed during the course of the day, that you understand that it's okay to release being overwhelmed. Remove yourself from situations that's extremely overwhelming, so that you could think clearly, but don't do it out of the neglect and that kind of energy. All right, and then you have this Knight of Swords energy that's coming through. So there there may be some discussion. A message may be coming through in reference to finances, okay, and some sort of irresponsibility when it comes to that. So there may be some discussion that comes through. It's a little swift, not as fast as, the Knight of Wands, but this is, definitely a little conversation that may be coming through with an offer. Pay attention to it. See where the Knight of Swords is coming at. The Four of Cups is in reverse. He got the sword going in the same direction. So you may have an air sign come through with some nice, with a nice offer, some conversation, a discussion in regards to somebody's money, or not, no longer needing to be overwhelmed. A discussion of somebody having their guards down and off balance. Yeah, it can be that on Friday. A little interesting discussion, right? And yeah, you got this Page of Pentacles, new opportunities, financial opportunities, and things like that. This is a communication this is something that's going to be discussed. Now, and it may be accepted, but please, on Friday, pay attention to the energy, pay attention to your vibration, pay attention to how you feel about the particular situation. Is it something that's worth it? Can you let your guard down in this particular situation? Is it going to, mess up your yields in the future? So anyway, let's look a little bit more into this little High Priestess and a little, the three negative Bettys here. Alright, so first off, you have this Four of Coins here. So what's going on here is that you have this High Priestess energy. She does have, like I said before, she does have some information in regards to somebody's financial losses, and there's a selfish, stubborn energy involved in there. When you're dealing with the Four of Coins, right? But it's also understanding that this person is also looking into this person's so-called financial losses because this person built it on their own. They weren't around everybody. They wasn't hanging with everybody. They wasn't lollygagging with everybody. They was doing what they do, and they was handling their business. And this is one of the things this High Priestess and her journey of knowing certain things, she's gonna run into this information right here that is separate, completely separate from the rest of everything else. It has nothing to do with everything else, regardless. And therefore, these three energies that seeing things from a different perspective is definitely gonna flip the perspective when the high priestess, if this is somebody in honest energy, brings it to the forefront to let them know that this is not that on Monday. Okay. Now let's look a little bit into this person over misusing their authority. Okay. And it's so interesting that the high priestess and the Hierophant comes up. Like, it's so crazy. But let's see. Alright, so everything is okay. Now let's get this clear. This person that's misusing their authority and creating the heartbreak and the generational issues and the emotional or the lack thereof emotion, there's this vibration of everything is okay, and at the same time everything is not. So it's a energy that may create confusion, but we're gonna look at that everything is okay because it's in reverse, letting you know that everything is not okay when it comes to this particular individual right here misusing their authority on Tuesday. So pay attention, and this could be at work, this could be in a spiritual system, this could be within a family. This is a serious misuse of power that's taking place, and people go to this individual for advice and so on and so forth. It's a mess, and it also could be a discussion of a marriage that could be a discussion, a topic of discussion that's not taking place, that created heartbreak and then creates this inability for generational creation, right? And there could be a heartbroken water sign out here also that's just not okay. She's just not okay, right? So this Nine of Swords comes out, and so it's a discussion of, okay, everything is not okay, but at the end of the day, you still have to pay attention, and you still have to relieve stress. You still have to rest. You still have to get your mind and your thoughts right. You cannot stay in the Nine of Swords. That's why it's not upright. It's in reverse. It's letting you know that you have to. It has to happen. You have to get your thoughts. And this is somebody that also may be a vivid dreamer and may pick up on dreams. And it's like, you know what, maybe I need to tap into that also and try to figure that out. Right. So this person is dealing with a whole lot of feelings right now. Okay, but we got this Five of Cups energy. You have this Queen of Pentacles energy here. Now this, if this is a discussion on Tuesday that comes up in reference to a potential a marriage or a union and that did not take place, everybody understand that this is probably involving this Queen of Pentacles issue here. Or the Queen of Cups has decided that she has emptied her cup. She does not care anymore, and she's just all for herself. She's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do what I do. I've experienced my pains in the past, and I'm gonna just focus on building this and getting my life back. And my two cups, which is it still would be kind of holding on to a past relationship, but it's like, oh well, I came into the person comes into the union, and it's an emotional thing, and she's like, all right, well listen, that's not good enough, so I'm gonna just become a baddie this week. I'm gonna pop out and be a baddie this week and look back at this relationship like, okay. So if it's a relationship issue, you might find out that the one that you was looking at, like the clingy, over clingy, aggravating, annoying kind of energy, comes back like, I'm back, boo, and you're mad, and I'm looking at, she's looking at them cups, and like versus what she worked on, and I don't know how that's gonna be looking for him, okay, because fertility is looking all the way ahead, so pay attention. Anyway, this is episode 2, and this is for the week, and guess what, it's a little bit of drama on the board, but like I always say, everybody make their own choices, right? At the end of the day, these majors that's upside down, they can always be flipped around. Pay attention to your options and your choices and the people that you're around. Pay attention to the negative Bettys. Pay attention to the people that say they know your secrets. And, will use them to kind of create a loss for you. Pay attention. The high priestess may know your secrets, and the high priestess may say, "Hey, I know these things. I know this. I know that. I know this." Just to let an individual know that they know it, if they need to, right? But the high priestess will not expose to that degree, because this is a conscious energy. Somebody's tapped in energetically and knowingly, and so people should pay attention to that. But also pay attention to authorities, elders, within businesses, institutions, religions that's misusing the behellery out of their authority and knowledge, and that would we're going to say that's wicked. Okay. Anyway, smooches and deuces. See you on the next one.